Depending on how it develops, watch it across southeastern areas. Could be another month of heavy, persistent rain. The numbers by morning, 11, 12 to 14 as we start off Wednesday. With still probably the umbrella in your bag as you head off to work. We'll start off with this cluster of heavy, persistent rain just grazing the far south and east. Then as it develops, bear in mind, could be even a little bit further west. But obviously that thing elsewhere through the day, a dry, bright start with the unstable air close by. Showers will bubble up. Could be the odd heavy, perhaps thundery one in places. 17, maybe further south of 20. Or 21 to finish off the course of Wednesday. So there's that little thing there. He's just sort of grazing the east coast. And then it works his way away. And then I think elsewhere, you notice how the lines move that way. That's building pressure. That's a good sign. Things stabilise. We might still see a few showers. For Thursday, I'd say they're probably going to be the further north you are, into parts of Scotland. Elsewhere, drier, brighter, 1 or 2 showers. And our top numbers, 21, maybe 22. That's the weather for now.
The headline stories, the news review, the culture section, the celebrity mag, the TV guide, the opinion pages, sporting legends, and the crossword. Wake up to Sunday mornings with the Andrew Marr Show. Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
The first letters are sent out to tell millions of people they've paid the wrong amount of tax. More than 4 million could get rebates, but others could pay back around £1,400.
Don't ignore it. You've got to do something about it. HMRC doesn't go away.
The property services group Connaught is on the brink of administration. 10,000 jobs are at stake. Widespread strikes and protests on the streets of France over plans to raise the retirement age to 62. 70 years on, services to remember the start of the Blitz. And hiding a house, why neighbours in Plymouth are trying to force the owner to lock down his Leylandii.
And I'll be here with all the sport later in the hour as England prepare for their Euro qualifier in Switzerland. And Wayne Rooney is ready to play.
Good afternoon and welcome to the BBC News at 1. Nearly 6 million people who've paid the wrong amount of income tax will start to receive letters from the tax office today, letting them know about the errors. 1.4 million will be told they owe, on average, £1,400 each. Tax experts say they should consider challenging the demands to make additional payments. So if you get one of the letters, what should you do? Well, our personal finance correspondent, Simon Gompertz, is here to explain. Simon.
Yes, thank you. Well, the first wave of 45,000 letters is starting to arrive today, and 15,000 of them will tell people that they have more tax to pay. But you may find that you can challenge the letter if it asks you to pay more. You need to check for mistakes in it, that they've left out some tax relief you qualify for instance. You need to check if your employer's to blame for not using your personal tax code correctly and so taking off the wrong amount of tax from what you pay, from your pay. And crucially, if the tax letter is out of date, the tax office has delayed more than a year in telling you about the shortfall, then you can ask to have the debt written off. This is how it works. If when the letter containing the bad news is opened, the underpaid tax applies to the 2008 to 9 tax year, that's the one which was more than 12 months ago, and most importantly, if you're satisfied that you provided the tax office with all the information they needed at the time, you should ask them to let you off the extra tax bill.
If it was wholly the revenue's mistake, they had everything that they needed to have and they've simply gone wrong, and you were in a position where you couldn't say, oh, that's strange, I thought something was